Okay, so here we are inside Asana. And what I've done is I've just created a new project, a dummy project called New Website. So this is just an example of what you could do using Asana when you're building up your teaching business and lots of other things too. So firstly, over on the right hand side, we have the project overview. So first thing to do is just give it a description. You just keep this simple. You don't really need to do this too much if it's just you. Then you can give it an update just to say, how things are going. Maybe at the moment we're a little bit behind, so we're just going to set it at the orange here. Then we can give like a due date for the project. So we can say, I want to have my website completely created in the next 2-3 weeks. So maybe we'll say November the 11th, okay? And you can see down here, it gives us a good visual of when this is due, when this project is due. So that's just setting up the project overview. And then within each of these projects, you can have these subtasks here, like things to do, things to outsource, some ideas as well. I recommend having an idea section for all your projects because during the day you just get ideas, and instead of implementing them there and then, you can actually just go back and do it at a different time. So I've put here things to do by domain name. Okay, that's one thing that we can do, and we can decide, okay, I'm going to do that by tomorrow. You can then set subtasks, and you say come up with the name. Okay, so that's like a subtask that you have to do. And you can decide, if you want to comment on that subtask and set a deadline for each subtask within there. And when you're going along as well, you can just, put your comments in here. So maybe you might just say here, use GoDaddy, just to give you a reminder that that's what you want to do, to use GoDaddy for this. So with this as well, we've given it a due date now, so it says tomorrow. I'll show you how you can attach things in a second because that's pretty exciting. But then we have things like here, like get hosting is the next thing to do. Maybe we're going to do that for the same day. Install WordPress, we're going to do that maybe the day after. And then we might put here like by theme. And again, you can assign it obviously to yourself because maybe you're the only one working on it, or decide to assign it to somebody else. But the by theme, we're going to give that a due date of Friday as well. And then you can have like a different section of things to outsource. So maybe you want to outsource video editing. And with this, you have subtasks. So you might say use Odesk for candidates. Another subtask might be write description. Okay, write the description of this subtask. And then another one for video editing could be interview people. Just these like little subtasks that you can have. You can write a description up here as well, again, if you're working with other people. Ideas, I've just put here, create a landing page. And then under copy, I'll show you what we do to add a new task. You can say complete homepage copy. And just assign this to yourself again. Now, what I want to show you as well, the great thing about Asana is that you can attach documents. So you can attach them from your computer, from Dropbox, Google Drive, or Box. So I'm going to show you an example of attaching through Google Drive. So you can see the app has started. It's got my different folders here. And I'm just going to show you copy for website. Sorry, it's actually copy for homepage, which is here. Click that, and it is attached. You can see it's already open here. If I close that down, click here, it just automatically opens your Google document. And you can work on this straight away. So when you're thinking about, all the different documents you have, for example, video editing, it could be, like the description for it, the different people you have, the text that you have, etc. You can do this here. When you're thinking about copy for homepage, copy for lots of different things, you can attach them to individual tasks, or you can attach them to the different subsections here. So that one I attached was to this task. So if you actually say complete, then it goes away. It kind of like just disappears. So that's kind of an interesting thing you can do. Now, another couple of things you can do is you can sync this to calendar. Okay, so when you have something new, so when you add these due dates, you can sync it to your Google Calendar, so it actually comes up on your calendar. You can print tasks. You can make this project a different color. You can export the tasks. Okay, delete project if you don't want to continue. So that's like just a basic overview of how you can use Asana to like work with different projects. Now, another way you can use it, and I'll just set this up pretty quickly, is let's do a new project, and we'll call this project name Student 1. Okay, and we'll just make it a blank project for now. Now, Student 1 is one of your students, and you might say, for example, read this article. And instead of assigning it to yourself, you can assign it to like student@gmail.com, for example. And this is obviously just an example, but you invite your student into this workspace, into this project, and they only see the tasks that you assign them to, the projects that they're assigned to, which is great, because then what you can do is basically communicate with your students through Asana and assign them different tasks. So they will receive an email related to this task, and then they can leave comments here. So imagine if they, you're working on a big project, a writing project. They can upload their writing through Google Drive, ask you to check it. You go in, check it, leave a comment over here saying, great work, or maybe like, but could you write more? So there's lots of different ways that we can use it to collaborate with our learners. And this is a way that we can add more value to our lessons. So that's just hopefully a basic overview of Asana. Click the link below this video and it'll take you to the page with more information. So thanks for watching.